Hey, how's it going? This is a demo video on how to use MigraPro. MigraPro is an app for migrating between different popular e-commerce platforms. In this case, we can do a test run between Shopify and Tiendanube by first installing the Tiendanube app. Alternatively, we have the Shopify version. Okay, once we have these two windows open, we have to decide which store is going to be migrated to the other. So we have to click whether it's a source or a destination. In this case, we're going to set Shopify as the source and Tiendanube as the destination. Here we have it as the destination, and we copy the URL. First, in the store that we've marked as the source, this will give us a migration attempt, which we need to paste in this section. Once a migration attempt is made, we need to verify that we own both stores. So it's going to ask for an authentication code that refreshes every 10 seconds. Okay. It seems to be case sensitive with spaces. Okay. Now we do the one from Tiendanube to Shopify. And we confirm our authority over both pages. Okay, once we reach this point, we have to give explicit permission that one store is going to overwrite another. So we have to write overwrite. In the case of Shopify, or depending on the language, we'll write sobrescribir in all caps. Okay, once that's done, it'll give us this button to seal the link, and it has been successfully sealed. Since in this case, Tiendanube is going to be the destination store, it won't have access to which entities to migrate. However, on this Shopify side, it will. Here, we also have the option to choose the warehouses we're going to migrate to this new platform. We're going to click on creating this location when making the migration. Okay, now we can select the entities we want to migrate. In this case, we can do blogs, customers, collections, and products. And here we can see the process running in the background regarding the migrations. We can see that the blogs, collections, and products are all being migrated in parallel. It's also important to mention that collections will be migrated first and then products. Therefore, this is expected behavior. We can see that the customers have already been migrated. The collections, and the products are left. We also see that the warehouses we configured are being migrated too. As for the blogs, since this is a test store, the blog migration doesn't seem to be working, but on a real store, it would migrate both the articles and the blogs. And in this case, the migration has finished. We can see the products, the categories, and the customers. It's also important to mention that there are some actions found in Shopify that can't be replicated in Tiendanube, and also some in Tiendanube that can't be replicated in Shopify. If it were the other way around, in the case of blogs, only one blog would have to be created for the Tiendanube store, and all blog articles would be written to it On the other hand, since Tiendanube doesn't have multiple blogs, all articles will just be migrated into a single blog in Shopify. We can click to see exactly which blogs failed. In any other typical store, this wouldn't happen. However, if it did, it would be due to a very specific event. Okay, we can see our Tiendanube store with our Shopify products.